official blog vlog thing of the Island of Rob. Hello. This one is about getting started. It's about steps you should take and just general advice, I think, on stepping into a healthy lifestyle. Now, I said about diets in my previous video. If you haven't checked it out, just pop into the channel. I think there's a button in the bottom corner somewhere, like a little IOR in red. If you click on that, that'll take you to the channel. And if you haven't already, click on subscribe. But in terms of getting started, once you've got your diary app and things like that, and your food diary ready, and you're making a step on your diet, getting started, for me, I think one of the biggest things that people get wrong is they go into it like a bull in a china shop. They just smash head on and go, right, well, I'm on a diet. I'm having 4 leaves of lettuce. I am going running 4 times in the next 3 hours. I'm on it, which I commend their energy and their will to get onto it. But I think that all that ends up doing is making you hate doing it. You have that initial feeling really good about yourself burst of, I am dieting now, I am getting fitter. But in 2 weeks' time, when you're feeling quite run down and you're feeling grumpy and you want to have some more food, it becomes all that amount easier to crumble off of it, because you can be like, oh, I hate this diet. I've had enough. What I would suggest is take it one step at a time. Make small changes to your current lifestyle and just chip away at it. I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day, to use the old adage that's been used a hell of a lot. Just like, start the app for a start. Just keep logging your food, and then maybe just cut out 1 or 2 things, or change 1 or 2 meals, or maybe bring your portion sizes down. But don't jump in it with 2 feet. Carefully navigate through your new lifestyle, and as well, that way you'll find things that will be good for you to do and bad for you to do. And if there's something that you don't particularly get on with, you can maybe change it out for something else. You could go back to, you say, like my wife, can't live without chocolate, and you try and cut out chocolate, and then you find that it's just going to happen. Maybe you could introduce a small portion of back in, and then try and do something else to counteract it. Likewise with the exercise, I think it's something that I have done so many times. I've went, right, you fat knacker, you're going to the gym. And I'll go to the gym and I'll absolutely kill myself for 4 hours, and I will ache so badly the next day that I'll maybe be off-put doing something the day afterwards. And then maybe I'll push myself because I feel guilty to do something on the Wednesday, and do the same again. And then, as I say, have a grudge against the healthy lifestyle that I'm building, and that's not something you should be doing. It's something that, realistically, once you start doing it, it should be quite easy. And that's me speaking from experience. And I know that from the starting point, that seems like the biggest, horrificest lie. Horrificest? Oh, that's a word now. And it just doesn't seem like you could have maintained the weight and being unhealthy if it is so easy. Because that's generally one of the things that I found so bizarre, is I waited for so long with all this extra weight on and not doing anything about it, because I thought it would be such a big, hard change to make. But it's really not. And just ease into it. That's all I think you should do. And whether it be maybe walking to work a couple of times rather than driving, or walking down to the shops. Yeah, it'll take you extra 15 minutes, but you'll get that exercise. You'll get to put that on your calorie counter, get a bit more in your deficit. Hell, maybe it'll even mean you can have some of that all-important chocolate that you're missing, or maybe you can treat yourself at the end of the week. And likewise, if you're having a party, or someone else is having a birthday or something like that, and you know it's going to be a blowout because you're away for a weekend. For instance, if I ever go on a stag do, or if I go to a LARP weekend, and if people don't know what that is, I'll probably end up explaining it at some point in a later video, because it's more than a quick explanation. But on weekends where I'm doing something like that, sometimes I'll just write off my calorie diary for the weekend, and I'll just go, you know what, it's going to be a bad one. I'm not going to be able to log it all, whether I'm too drunk to, or whether I just haven't got time because I can't get my phone out. I'll sign it off. But the one thing you've got to remember when you do go off these things, it's just not to go off the rails. Sometimes it's very simple when you go, I'm dieting, okay, I'm having the night off. And instead of eating some nice food and enjoying it, because you're having that night off, you decide to have twice as much as you would normally would, and pack it in, and you probably end up doing more damage than you ever would have intended, or just because you said it's a night off. So be lenient on yourself, but try and stay in control. And as well, another thing about getting started is there's no time like the present. If you want to make a positive change, if you're going to make a positive change, don't wait until after Uncle Chris's wedding, because you're going to drink quite a lot there. And don't wait until, oh, my foot hurts and I haven't quite signed up to the gym down the road yet, so in a month's time I'll do it. Just do it. Just grab the bull by the horns and get started, because it really is that simple. And again, that's something that I've made the mistake of before as well, just getting all these good feelings, these good intentions, and then sitting on it and letting it kind of subside, and not grabbing hold of the chance I had to making a healthy, positive choice in my life. So that's generally my views on getting started. If you have any different views, if you want to ask any more questions about that, feel free to ask me in the comments below. And likewise, if you enjoyed this video, or you think this video has been useful, or any of my videos have been useful, please give them a share. And if you want to stay in contact, you want to see more of the videos in the channel, hit the IOR button in the bottom right corner, because you're looking at me. You click on that and subscribe to the channel. And in the meantime, guys, firstly, I hope you're doing great. And secondly, be your own island. Thank you.